Hey, YouTubies, man! This week, I spent 2 weeks on a project that I planned to be 2 days. But I'll tell you what, the outcome was amazing. It looks great. And I did it with just spray paint. Check it out. Another Colorado flag hood. Yep. This one's for the Civic. First thing we gotta do is pop this ugly old hood off. And you can see why I wanna do something different. You know, we got some rusties coming through. And all this primer just drives me nuts from the get. But we pop this sucker off. Should be pretty easy because I've had it off before. We got 2 bolts there, 2 bolts there. And the washer line, which ended up getting cut, so we don't have to worry about that one. Take it off. We'll take it out back, go spray it on the back driveway because we got too many cars out front here. And we definitely don't want spray paint getting on. So. Come on, big dude. Go out back.
Going the other way, buddy.
Man, holy cow, I came out to the back side and there's like half the amount of cotton floating around that there was. It was a huge warning sign, like look out. Guys, it's not anywhere anymore. So it forced me to build one of these. Homemade little cheapo paint booth. Let me tell you, first off, blue tarp. Shower curtain. We come on the inside, we got a little tiny canopy. It's like 4 foot by 6 foot. It's barely even big enough. So we kind of extended it by draping it over the fence here. And man, it's hot in here. It's gonna dry fast. So that means we're gonna have to work fast. I used some red tape to hold some stuff down here and there. It's not perfect. We got some air gappies and stuff, but the majority of the goal to keep the cotton out, it'll be close enough. Like, well, let's look at this hood here. We got big dent, we got crinkles, we got dents, hail dents, we've got rusty spots, more crinkles. It's not the prettiest of hood at all. So it doesn't have to be perfect. This is more just for practice and test trials and having fun. So first thing is sandpaper. Probably gonna start off at 180 on these rusty spots, try and get rid of all that. And then we'll come back and, you know, whatever. But we'll probably just go right to primer after 180. I did get some self-etching primer for, you know, maybe the bare spots we get into. I also got some normal primer to go on top of everything. Then we got all the colors we need for the flag we're gonna put on her. Yep. If you guessed the Colorado flag one, you might be watching the channel for long enough. We also got some clear coat because you know what? Why not? First things, sand. Sand away. I'm just gonna do it by hand, well, because it's just a hood. And all my power tools and everything else are all the grandpa's. So, by hand today. Got all our sanding done, mostly to get the rust out. So the next thing is get some self-etching primer on all the metal spots. Just 1 or 2 quick coats will be good to go. I had to sand it out here. Well, for one, to keep dust out. And when you're in here, man, holy cow, it is hot. I started sweating 2 minutes in. I said, man, I gotta go back out in the sun, get that breeze on me. But time to get little guy out of the paint booth and spray away. Little man, Dad's gonna be painting. Hang out there for 2 seconds. I also popped out our little windshield things, you know, juice squirters. So let's have at it. One quick coat. We'll do that one more time, and then we'll have at the primer all over this thing. Second coat down. It's getting better. Coat 2 down. I gave a little more fog on all the other stuff, you know, just cause. We'll let it dry for 15-20 minutes and go with the primer. And we'll just cake that primer on thick. All right, let's hit this thing with some primer. Let's have at it. Quick primer. It's a lot of ugly, but it's close enough. We come back and try and wipe her down, you know, once it dries, and then slap some color on her. I got us masked off. I did the C, you know, because I'm worried about the layers getting too thick. You know, after, like right here, we'll have blue and then red, you know, a little bit of yellow. That'll get thick. So I'm trying to keep the mills down, if you know what I mean. So now we're gonna spray on the white. Another reason why I taped it off like this is because I think it'll be easier to hide my tape marks when I tape on the white to paint the other colors. I think the blue will be too dark and you'll see the lines in it, and I don't really want to see those lines. I just want it to look decent. Not perfect, just decent. Okay, that's the goal. So let's get some white out. let's spray away. Here we are. I got, you know, a new thing. I never seen one with so many styles. Holy cow. Cool thing, you know. 1, high output if you really want to put her on there. 2, regular. 3, if you just slightly be nice. You know, and of course we want the fan, so we're gonna put it on 4, maybe 5. Maybe we'll just 5 it. That's probably what we'll do. So crank that over to 5. Test spray. Sure. Let's have at it. Wow, that's pretty nice. These are kind of cool. Got to make sure before you spray to make sure your tape lines are all stuck down, because you'll get some seepage. Here's like 17, maybe 30 coats of white. What I'm saying is I put it on thick, so now we can peel this tape, let it dry for quite a bit, and then tape it again. Try and get some blue on there. You know what I mean? Hopefully the white will dry enough to be able to tape it like we did the primer. That's my biggest scare right here. But you know, if you look real close at the white, there's boogers. It's not, you know, the primer was not even. I should have wiped off the primer, maybe sanded it, but for, you know, it's fine. I got clear coat that'll hide and blend all that, hopefully, you know. Sure. You know, for not waiting the 48 hours and making this paint cure before you tape on it. This could be a month-long project. And you know, I just, for the weekend, it's a weekend project. Big difference in quality. It don't have to be perfect, you know, it's gonna get chipped up, and it just gotta look better than all them primer spots. You know, it was terrible. So let's peel this real quick. Let's quit talking and peel it. Let's see how we did. Look at that. The primer does pretty good while taping on it pretty soon. So we might be okay. Might be just fine. Oh, very nice. Okay. Alright. The quality's decent. Dang. Okay. Okay. That's looking okay. Paper's gone. It's looking relatively good. Not too shabby. Oh man, this wind's about to take away my paint booth here. Uh-oh. Hang in there, little buddy. It's been a while, like an hour and a half since the white. I sprayed the white. Came out and I set a piece of paper on it to mask it, and I was like, I better check this, and I pulled it off and it left all sorts of chunks of paper in the paint, so I might have to redo the white. Oh well, you know, but no biggie. That'll be easy to do, super easy. So I kept on moving forward because I'm not a quitter. And well, I masked it a different way to try and keep it, you know, less pressure off it, but you could already, it's touching there and there, it's gonna stick. The C don't matter, but let's just spray some blue on it, get the blue going, and we'll leave this overnight. We'll let the blue and the white dry, and then maybe we'll try and get the you know, the big C taken care of. Let's spray this blue fast so we get this paper off this white, have less to fix. Yeah. Looking great. We'll do a couple more coats and we'll be out of here. Went buck wild, fogged that on is what I'm saying. It said shh. Looks okay. You know, and maybe in the future I might run a second coat in all these colors. But for now, I'm digging it. Most important part is we got to get this paper off this white so it don't stick for good. So, I'll be right back with you. Well, see, that's exactly what I meant. Left all sorts of paper. Gonna have to sand that off. But I'm also gonna have to sand all this overspray off because, well, my backwards tape job just didn't quite do it. Darn it. I was afraid of that. I thought about taping it again the third way, but I was like, man, I don't want to waste that tape. Looking back now, it'd have been better. No biggie. Now we're just gonna let this sucker bake in our room here. Let her dry out for the night. We'll come back and tomorrow maybe do the C, maybe fix the white, probably do this. That way if we mess it up we can fix it all. At least we have a rough draft, right? It's coming together. I like it. We got us a new day. Early. Sun's peeking up. It's supposed to be 80. So we should be able to get the last couple of colors on and at least get to see somewhat what this hood's gonna look like. I also came out and rebuilt our little paint booth. And I came in and masked off our seat. So I got us some red. It's time to spray away. You know, we did the put it on thick, get it in one coat style spraying, as you watched. Man, it looks good though. You know, except for when you get close to it, you can see all the little boogers and little nasties. And that the primer wasn't smooth, so it's kind of why I did it thick. It's just to get it on there and fill in a lot of gaps, and then we'll come back and give her one more, maybe two more coats, see how it goes. Got plenty more time today, but I got a lot more other missions than I had yesterday. But we'll get through it all. It's just piece by piece and minute by minute. Been some time, 45 minutes or so, and it's still tacky. But it's a little cooler this morning than it was when I was doing it yesterday. But the temperature is rising quickly. And I also put her on thick, and I mean way thicker than I did yesterday. So between those two things, it's going to take a little bit more time. But I was counting on that because, you know, I got a garbage disposal I got put in. I had to do a blower motor on the Honda. Man, like, and there's several other. I got a sink. My bathroom sink got clogged up. Darn kid probably put something down it. I gotta take that apart and unclog that. There's just a bunch of silly little things. Just, they piled up just whoosh, really quickly. But I also gotta get a video out this weekend, and I gotta enjoy stuff too. So here we are. This is what we're looking like. I peeled the center, you know, to see. That's where we're gonna be at next. And that's how I found out that it's really tacky. You know, it's still real wet. So we're gonna let this hang out for a while to where I could touch it and not get anything stuck in it when I mask it back off, because the next piece is gonna be the yellow. But once we get the yellow on there, the entire concept is right here. It's in our face. We got the idea we're looking for. Spend some time. The red is pretty dry. So, I didn't say how I was getting my curvatures earlier. So what I'm doing is I don't have the skinny tape. So I'm making the skinny tape out of this tape. I'm just, cutting each side off. You could tell that it's not even. But then I'll come back around with that tape and boop, 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 all the way. You can see what I did here, piece by piece. I did what I could. We're gonna seal up, cover up this red real quick. Spray on some yellow. Peel all this real quick so we could look at it, get a nice vibe. Yep. So, I'm gonna finish masking this up, just like I have the rest of this. So now I'm gonna run one layer of tape around. I'll put my paper, my masking material down, and then I'll tape that edge all the way so I don't get what I had happen to the white. Under spray. We don't want the spray under our tape is what I'm saying. So we gotta seal up the red because the red looks beautiful for what it is. What I'm saying. Once the clear goes on, this thing will look just yep, sold. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to protect the red here, so I use this red tape because it's a little plasticky, and I flipped it on its back. It's a little sticky. Then I'm gonna come back over and the whole thing. Then I'll bring back my green tape and I'll do the circle one more again just to make sure. And then we're gonna spray it. Should be fine. Hopefully I get all the gaps so we don't have sprayage go through that, but that's why I'm also flipping it over the other way. Is because it's coming out to more gooder. And puts my seams in different places. We're gonna find out if it works. Well, would not recommend masking anything like that unless you get the tape for free because, well, used half a roll of tape doing this spot. Anywho, just like I said, I got my ring. We should be spread out far enough that it shouldn't get under. Let's get some yellow on it. I got us some sunburst yellow, because, well, the yellow little dot in the flag is supposed to represent the sun. So, what more fitting than sunburst, right? Here we go. Let's get wild with it. Little test spray. Sure. It's good. Oh yeah. Yep, I dig it. Woo! Things are getting windy out there. I had to take things down really fast when I came out here to check on it. So we're in the garage at the moment, but god golly, whoo! Man, you could see in the light of the uneven spray, but it's fine. It's just like, this is just the first coat, get the lines on there, and then I'm gonna tape off each color and do them individually over the week here. So by next weekend, we'll be able to put clear coat on it, and it'd be just beautiful. Yep. Yeah. We'll crispen it up. It looks good now. The concept's there. An extra coat and some clear coat will just make this thing just... Yeah. It's been a few days. It's actually the day I usually upload my video because while I'm running behind, because of the paint. We didn't get far enough. That's what I'm saying. So I'm out here today with a razor blade because, well, I got the sandpaper and, well, it was gumming up. Didn't like it. And spreading blue terribly. So it wasn't getting the paper off enough. So I was like, let me try this. And, well, it's working. Goodbye, paper. You know, here's a good spot to try it on. Oh, look. Now we're spreading the blue. See that? It's slowly coming away, disappearing. Just a few more swipes of that, man, and we'll be solid. It'll be gone. Figure out, I'm thinking when I paint it this time, I'm just gonna mask off the white. We'll just spray the white, cover everything else up, let that dry. We'll come back, cover everything else but the blue or the red or the yellow. We'll just do one color at a time. Let the paint cure fully, and so I can put it on thick, and then we'll clear coat it. But this is what I'm doing for now. Is the main thing is get rid of the paper, because you know it's not gonna stick if I just paint over it. One day this paper is gonna lift, you know. Look, it only takes a couple scrapes for it to start falling apart, coming off. So we don't want that happening underneath our new paint. And like I said, it's not gonna be a perfect jobber, but it's gotta be decent, you know, decent enough to be proud of it. Got the white masked off. I did have to wait for a rainstorm. It's a little windy out, but you know, for what we're gonna do, I'm gonna toss the hood in the dumpster, spray it, bring it in, let it dry in here. Might make the garage stink a little bit, but you know, when you want things done, you gotta make things happen. So let's spray this right. Let's spray this white really quick and unmask it really fast. Quick tape line check. Make sure our surrounding surfaces are good. And we're just gonna spray away like a madman. It's like this. Put her on thick. Sure, that's gonna work. Got it sprayed really evenly, because you can tell by how wavy the paint is because of the work we didn't do to it. But you know, it's good. Next thing to do now is let's pull this paper off and find out where we got a little leak. I guarantee there's white under here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, look at that crispy line. Yeah. That's more what I'm looking for. Don't go too far, almost mess it up, you dummy. Golly. Cool. It's working out. Nice, nice. Look how crispy that line is. Look how good the white looks. Just wait till we get some clear on the entire thing with all the colors looking as good as that. That's what I was hoping for the first day. That kind of quality, you know? You win some, you lose some. Today we're winning. The other day, not so much. But I'm gonna take it because I'm still liking the outcome. Peeled it all off. It's looking really good, except for this little part. It started wrinkling. It's probably because of the paper. Didn't allow the paint to cure all the way underneath it. But it'll still be white underneath, so we can just take a razor blade and scrape it off, and then we'll clear coat over it. And you really won't notice because the clear coat should hide it. And if it's not white, then you know, we'll just do this little chunk again. Sand it down, mask it off, paint that little thing white, and we'll be fine, right? Sure. Hopefully. Next day, so I'm officially late with getting this video out on time, so I'm probably just gonna roll it into next weekend's video. Bummer you guys didn't get a video last week, now that you're watching, but time got away from me. I got some yellow. I got her masked off. Let's just get the yellow, and then maybe we'll let it dry an hour and then try and mask it back off and do some blue, because they don't touch. And if I'm smart enough the way I mask it to make sure my paper doesn't touch the yellow, then we shouldn't have a problem. But that all depends on how much tape I got left and time and skills. So let's try and get this yellow on real quick. One last little tape check. Little wipey down. Test shot? Sure. Sure. Looks appropriate. Pulled the paper. Man, the yellow looks wonderful. It's great. It's finally feels good to have one color finally going the way you want it. Because, you know, even the white, we done did it twice now and I still got imperfections in it. Golly. Oh well. Got a little wrinklage that we just peeled out. Well, we'll spray it white again. It'll be fine. Sure. Good thing is yellow's done. Hopefully it'll dry fast enough that we can maybe get some blue on today too, but I don't know if we'll be able to get the blue today. We'll see. Time will tell. Time has advanced on me again, but this time it's been like several days, and the good news is I got the red done, I got the blue done for the second time, and I got the white done for the third time, so this thing is looking amazing. Check it out. Wham bam, thank you ma'am. It is glossy. Now, it looks good now. Let's get up closer, okay? Here's that little wrinkle we had. You can see it. It's fine. It's fine. Got a little damage here. It's fine. It's fine, you know. The yellow looks alright. I did get the little red part that I stuck to it off of there. Just scraped it off. Should blend with some clear coat. The red, man, looks good. The lines, they're so crispy. They're beautiful. Oh, I like the lines. Like the hardest part about doing this, making these lines look so good. They all look amazing everywhere. Are they perfect? Probably not. But do they look good to the eyeball from a distant away like the goal? Sure does. Yep. Man, if you really look at it in the sunlight, you could see my pencil mark where the plus was in the center of the yellow. Crazy. Man, I'm digging it. But it is now Tuesday. I usually have my video edited and uploaded by Tuesday, because then my video comes out on Wednesdays.
So I gotta get this together. That means this is the end of the video. I appreciate you guys watching me take 2 weeks spending on a 2-day project. Started out as a 2-day project, ended up spending 2 weeks. So I appreciate you guys sticking around watching the whole video. Come back, check out another video. Like, comment, subscribe, something. Thank you again for watching.